I really am interested in how Boston is going to respond to it, and I think that you have to wait till they see it because this could have been messed up in 10 different ways, and I was very nervous about it when I first started to talk about it. But I think that Mark Wahlberg, Peter Berg, and Michael Radutsky, the three producers and directors on the film, and actually Mark starred in it, obviously, they nailed it. They got it right. They threaded that needle and told a story about the toughness of the city and how resilient it can be.
I was in awe of it. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it fantastically captured the breakneck pace that we went through that evening, that whole week. It was just to capture the discussions very well about releasing the evidence. It showed the contributions to the American public, and most importantly, it portrayed the victims and the survivors in a very gracious and empathetic manner. And that was so important to the success of this film. And I think Peter Berg and the cast nailed it very, very well in that area. And that's so important.
How do you think the Watertown public is going to feel about the movie?
I think they'll receive it very well. It was a difficult evening, not just the evening, but a long day while, the lockdown and shelter in place. But ultimately, when that incident was over and all the other police agencies started pulling out of town and there were hundreds of people out there cheering the police, that shows that the people were supporting us there in what happened.
How'd you like Kevin Bacon?
Well, for somebody who's a lot better looking than I am, yes, he did a great job portraying me. He dressed like me, he combed his hair like I did, wore glasses like I did, so yeah, it's a very accurate representation. And so
I think JK Simmons did a great job portraying me. We spent probably 60 to 80 hours together prior to him portraying me, from him riding along in a cruiser with me to going out to dinner with me. And I took him to the shooting range half a dozen times to make sure he knew how to fire a weapon and to aim and to reload under pressure. So he was really studying, and he tape recorded me probably 16 or 20 hours so he could get my dialect and my accent down.
It was raw and emotional. It was hard to sit through the bombing again. It was hard to sit there and think about what Danny Ming went through. I had heard the story, but to see it recreated in detail is just chilling.
He's the real hero of this story, I think.
No question about it. No question about it. He saved New York City. He, by acting as courageously and as quickly as he did, he gave us the information we needed to stop these guys getting there. They were loaded with the bombs and they were ready to go, and they were headed to Times Square. Times Square was sort of programmed into their GPS. They were going to blow up a subway, and because of what Danny did, we stopped them.